All right, y'all have to accept it or say got it or whatever.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Our 2023 Associate Leadership Council, we call it ALC. If you're newish to KW, everything has an acronym at this point. Hopefully you all like know that. And so the ALC is the Associate Leadership Council. So this is really a pre-kickoff, and this is earlier than we ever do it. We typically do this in December, moving to January. The region this year, in an effort to do a little something different with the ALC clinic, it's been virtual for the last 2 years, but previously it was always in person, and they gave us more time, I guess, to get it scheduled. And this year they pushed it and made us kind of speed up the process, which is okay. I just want to make sure everybody is on the same page with that. So this is your official kickoff. Woo, confetti. You got it? All right. To 2023. Okay, so what is the ALC? If you are not very familiar with this, I'm just going to run through it really quickly. Feel free to ask any questions. On the call, we've got 2 ALC veterans, and Deborah, you've been with us for a long time, so you're probably familiar. The ALC is comprised of the top 20%. It's to guarantee our associates a vehicle for giving direct input to the operations of the office. And this is what sets us apart from other brokerages. It's not just qualifying broker decision. It is really office voice, and it's how we can say we're for agents by agents, because the agents make decisions and help lead us. The ALC is involved in the leadership of the company, holding ownership and management accountable to live within the budget and participate in attaining the goals of the market center for production, profit, education, and standards. You guys are the guardians of our culture. And you serve as a leader in the office through growth, productivity, profitability, and culture. All ALC meetings they're once a month. They are held, they're agenda items. They give us an agenda to follow. You'll see at our ALC clinic when we're led by James Shaw, who does the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group. That's going to be really cool to have him lead us. He goes through a whole manual of what to expect, and you'll see that each meeting is heavily agended, and we have to kind of post that. We have to be transparent in what we're talking about, and anything that's voted about. There has to be a quorum, which means there's enough people to vote and have, more than, say, half. You couldn't say 2 yeses and 2 nos. You have to have a decision. It has to be obvious. And then they're open. All the meetings are open to associates, but associates are only there to observe. But ALC meetings are the only ones that can vote. So you guys are the only people that can vote on action items. We have committees. This is something I want to see really take off. We have not ever, since I've been here 4 years, will be this week 4 years, there hasn't been really a lot of traction around committees. So I would like for y'all to start thinking about ways we can make this real, true small groups, communities. That's the idea. You have culture, growth, education, finance. You can also have technology, diversity, equity, inclusion, safety, luxury. We stay with the main 4 this year because we have 7 members. We'll probably expand to an additional committee. But I would like for y'all to think about how we can this is how our agents are engaged in these committees, these small groups of individuals. All right, what I'm looking for top 20%. You all have been invited. You all have accepted verbally. I have not gotten everyone's application. I'm still missing a few, so you can do that via DocuSign or paper. I have to have that on file, so please be sure to do that. If you need to be resent, just let me know. You can shoot me or Tony a text or put it in the group text, and we will get one to you. It's an agent that's already serving in some capacity of the office by leading, attending training, office functions. The agent exemplifies our company culture by exempling the Y4C2Ts. You operate your business like a business, and you have a commitment to this covenant agreement, which we're going to go over, and they're saying this is what you promise to do. And an ALC member that I'm looking for is somebody who leads by example, and I'm so thankful for the group that we have this year, because you are all strong leaders in the office, and not everyone has been able to serve before. but you guys are the group that I have really been hoping would serve. So I'm really excited about this group. Okay, so how are you going to get the most out of serving on ALC? It's not supposed to be just a give out. It's supposed to be you are receiving things by serving in this capacity. We want you to know your big why. So that's something I want you to be thinking about. And then we can narrow down your goals to help you achieve your big why. You get to learn to run your business like a business. We talk about operating via profit and loss statement, utilizing a budget, leading with revenue, knowing your numbers. Those are all very important. And if you've taken Bob Klinsky's class, Run Your Business Like a Business, you know 95% of agents nationwide do not run their business like a business. So this is an opportunity to, at least once a month, you're going to be accountable to come to the meeting and say whether you're positive or negative. We're going to deep dive in some aspects of that, but to really discuss business practices, not just working in your business, but actually working on your business. And it gives you the ability to grow your leadership skills. You may say, well, I don't really have a reason to have leadership skills. Well, that's not true. You're a leader in your family, you're a leader in your community, and you're going to be a leader in your business as your business expands. Whether you build referral relationships, that takes leadership. It takes leadership with your clients. And if you grow a team where you have other associates, that's definitely going to need leadership skills. So that's something that we're going to deep dive more into as the year progresses. Here's some dates. Please write them down. I'm going to send them in this text thread as well. December 2nd, we are going to have an ALC retreat. Plan on a majority of the day being spent with us. I've got a speaker coming from Atlanta. He is, I don't know if y'all ever remember him. He did a Zoom training, Mike Mulder. He's a friend, mentor of mine. He is very passionate. He will get you fired up and so excited. I am looking for a location, but just plan on from like 9 to 2. The time may differ. It may not be that, long, but just go ahead and carve that time, put it on your calendar. I'm going to send y'all a calendar invite now. So you can go ahead, and if you say yes, that will hold it on your calendar. If you just see it, it doesn't show up on your calendar. We on ALC operate off of a calendar, because if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. And that's like, because we forget. We have every intention, oh yeah, we're going to do this or that. And then the day rolls around, and sometimes I even get so swamped, I don't even look at it. So that is a practice we're going to have as ALC together to follow our calendar. And then December 5th, this is our required ALC clinic. This was put on your application and your qualification letter. This is the required thing you have to do to be on the ALC. Keller Williams International and the Southeast region do not allow us to have members that cannot attend clinic. So December 5th will be in Chattanooga, Tennessee from 8 to 3 o'clock. It is Eastern time. I'm going to send you all a calendar invite, but please note it is Eastern time. You can carpool up there. I think Kim said she's going to go stay in Huntsville because she's got one of her children or grandchildren in Huntsville. However you'd like to go about getting up there and getting home, I will be going up there to visit my family. I have some family in Chattanooga. We always go in December, so we're just kind of going that weekend before. And I'll be up there. I'll probably hitch a ride with somebody home. Tony, you don't have any plans to go up there, so you'll be driving a car. If anybody wants to ride with Tony, he is staying Sunday night though. So I don't know that anybody wants to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and drive up there for the meeting. But there is where we're having it. It's called the Red House, and we can send you guys the link to that. The room block ends on Friday. The room block ends on Friday. The Southeast region goes ahead and puts a room block out there, and they're just kind of making it all faster than normal this time. So please note that. If you want to share rooms, if you want to go by yourself, if you want to stay at the Hampton Inn, or if you want to stay at the Hyatt, like however you want to do it, it is your responsibility to get yourself there and to have your hotel room. And then we will meet that morning. We're going to have a table with decorations. And what we're going to do actually on the 2nd is kind of prepare for the 5th. So we're going to get our theme together. We'll decide some, we'll make some decisions as a group that will impact that clinic and prepare us for the clinic and prepare us for the year. This is kind of what we do to get us ready to go for the entire next year. So room block ends 11/11, and that's this Friday, right? 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that you have that noted. We'll put the details out for that room block. And then as soon as I know the location for December 2nd, I'll let you guys know, but I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all a calendar invite on both of these. Please accept them so that it will be on your calendar and block that time off. January, we will have an ALC meeting. It will be in Montgomery. And then in February is our family reunion. If you're not in the thread about family reunion, I know there's an email, and I started a group me. There's an email with several folks that are looking to do an Airbnb and putting together some travel plans. Please make sure that you're in the loop of that. If you haven't been contacted about that, or you haven't seen that email thread or that group me, just let us know. We want to make sure there's nobody left out, that everybody kind of knows what's going on. And thinking points. See, I told you this is going to be a quick meeting. This is my very last slide. Okay. I want you to be thinking about, what is my big why? What is your big why? Okay. It can change. It can evolve. It doesn't have to be world peace or providing drinking water for the third world countries in the world. It can just be, this year, I want to do this. I want to accomplish this, and I want to see this happen. Okay. And we'll do an exercise to help narrow that down at our ALC retreat, but I want you to start thinking about it. If you could accomplish anything in the year 2023, what would that be? It doesn't have to be business based, but we're going to take that big why, and that's so important to you, and that fills you with passion and purpose, and we're going to narrow it down and reverse engineer it to give you some goals behind your business. And then I want you to be thinking about, what leadership, impact, and legacy do you want to leave this next year? So as leaders, we're an agent body of about 100 people. We'd like to say about 100. We'll probably get up to 125 pretty quickly, I'd say. Okay. That's explosive growth. With you guys, you 7 individuals are going to be the representation that those other 95 to 100 people have in this office. That is an impact. That's something to take seriously. And that's something that should fill you up with, honor and like excitement to be able to do that. But you need to narrow down what you want. What do you want your leadership legacy to be? Right. And that's something I heard in one of our virtual leadership. We do leadership ALC clinics, and then leads up to you guys doing it so that we can better lead you all. And that was one of the questions that came up was, these leaders said, I ask our ALC every year what impact and what legacy they want to leave. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask that to my group. That kind of changes the perspective a little bit, right? It's not just, hey, I'm here serving, I'm on a committee, I'm at these meetings. It's, what impact do I want to leave? And so that's going to be really the theme behind our ALC retreat. And then we're going to prepare for that clinic, and then we're going to roll out. We're going to have a fantastic year. Does anybody have any questions before we wrap up today? Oh, schedule your one-on-one. I have one person that has scheduled their one-on-one. I'd have to do this, and I'm so excited to do it, but we need to have the schedule. I'm going to send this out with our follow-up links too. I have a Calendly link just for you guys. Okay, I'm excited for a great year. In the words of Steve Harvey, this is about to be so good. I'm so excited. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to follow up with the details about what we talked about and the recording of this video. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You can ask Tony. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid I'm going to leave somebody out. And that's what I say all the time. I'm like, I don't want to leave anybody out. And realtors are very busy all the time. So I'm excited. Anybody have anything? Okay, go fight, win. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for jumping on this call. I appreciate each one of you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Think they'll let me in the meeting.
Bye.
Bye. Who's playing music? That sounded fun. I really can't end this. What the heck? Come on.